Alright guys, we are live. Alright, welcome to A Night with Light, a talk show. I am your host Light, and in this podcast or talk show, basically I paint Warhammer 40k models, building a Tyranid army right here, as I talk about various ideas, issues. I just kind of monologue a little bit while I paint, and that's what we're gonna be doing tonight, guys. So let's kind of do a little review. Let's first review on what I am working on, and then we'll review about what I talked about in episode 1. So right now we have this wonderful Timmy the Tyrant. Okay, we are working on him. He's coming along nice. I'm going for that wasp look, kind of yellow and black look. We got my little, got my Biovores. Did not come out as good as I wanted to putting together. We got a Lictor. We're going to be doing a little painting on him tonight. We have some spore mines here, and we've been assembling a second Lictor. Okay. And tonight what we're going to be working on, guys, is this. We're going to, I got another box of Hormagaunts here. We're going to be starting to put this together, okay? And then we're going to continue putting this together. And then once we're done assembling for the night, I am going to continue on. We're going to do some more painting. We're going to be working primarily with Avalanche Sunset tonight. And then we're going to end the episode with a little bit of purple that I want to put on this guy before I continue on with the black probably tomorrow. Alright guys, so that is what we're working on in terms of NIDs. I'm currently, as we can see, priming my first squad of Hormagaunts. I try to do this outside, and the scent is just still carries into the house. I'm going to take these to work, probably Tuesday. I'm going to prime the rest of these guys. But anyways, that is what we are working on. Now, let's kind of talk about what we talked about issue-wise yesterday. Okay, so yesterday I talked about how my mentor, long ago, recommended this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I thought it would be good to reread this book as I work through some of the things in my life, and just to kind of go through the 12 tools, really powerful tools we figured out yesterday was you really want to amp your life edge. Work out, read and implement. That's more important. Read and implement. Avatar listening, which for me that means you listen. If you're a leader, you listen to the people under you and you come to a solution to the problem. I personally believe in divine providence. Don't live in debt. Be brave. Always blame yourself for anything that occurs in your life. Be a prince. That means build your kingdom. Is basically what I mean. Get off social media, and work-life balance is a lie. Cheat at life by finding relationships that complement you. Really listen. And the last thing I talked about yesterday is instead of asking what's in it for yourself, the question you should ask when you interact with people is what's in it for them. Okay, so those were the ideas that we were talking about yesterday. Okay, that's kind of what we went through. That's what we went into. So now that we've kind of reviewed yesterday's episode, let's kind of go in the same format. So we will always begin this episode. This episodes will always go like this, guys. We'll do a brief review at the start. Then we're going to always read the core book, just a rule, just one section. Then we'll do assembling, and then we'll finish the episode off. Then we'll do painting, and we'll finish the episode off with a brief conclusion. Okay? So that's how these episodes go. So let's get into it, guys. So today we're going to read the Warhammer 40k hobby section of the book. We got it right here. So it's just 2 pages, just a brief little thing. So the Warhammer 40k hobby. Prepare to plunge headlong into the grim darkness of the far future. The tome you hold in your hands is a gateway to vast and apocalyptic galaxy in which mankind battles for its very survival against an array of foes. Take command of warring armies and lead them to glorious victory or crushing defeat over spectacular tabletop battlefields. In the dying years of the 31st millennium, humanity faces conflict unlike any it has experienced before. Across the vast and fragmented imperium of mankind, in every star system, on every front, the fires of war burn. Heretical war leaders call upon the terrifying power of the dark gods of chaos in ominous bids to topple the Imperium. Rapturous aliens, tyrants, lead rampaging hordes of raiders to tear down the bastions of humanity. The galaxy shudders in the grip of reality, sundering storms that threaten to tear space itself apart. And with every day that passes, the darkness between the stars seems to grow deeper. Against these horrors stand the armies of the beleaguered but ruthless Imperium, elite space marines, fantastical battle sisters, and many other mighty host of warriors. They will give their lives in the name of the Emperor of mankind, who is seated upon the golden throne of terror. But will their sacrifice be enough? This is the setting in which Warhammer 40k hobby takes place. Far from just sitting back and reading about the unfolding carnage, you get to choose your faction and lead your forces into battle yourself. Whichever you select, whether just one or several, their rich background, atmospheric illustrations, and an incredible range of highly detailed Citadel miniatures serve as an endless source of inspiration for your collecting, building, painting, and gaming. As you delve further, you will find this book provides a fantastic starting point for getting involved with the hobby in different ways. The Warhammer 40k hobby comprises a variety of exciting elements, and there is no right or wrong way to engage with it. You and your friends can dive into whichever parts inspire you and combine them into a personal hobby experience. Perhaps you will lies in amassing a gaming army, large or small, and using it to play tabletop war games against your friends, at home, at a gaming club, or even a thrilling competitive tournament. Then again, maybe the idea of painting carefully selected collection of Citadel miniatures to a particular theme is what really fires your imagination. Or maybe your Warhammer 40k hobby will be a storytelling journey. You might be drawn to come up with the narrative and name of your tabletop warriors, or be inspired by one of the stirring pieces of Warhammer 40k fiction and recreate their heroic deeds in miniature form. In either case, you can watch your army grow and change by game as you fight out story-driven campaign with friends. The truth is, your Warhammer 40k experience may be all these things in different amounts, or it may be something entirely of your own invention. Whatever way you choose to get involved, you will find that this is a hobby filled with fun, excitement, and satisfaction of creating a miniatures collection that you can be proud of for years to come. So, intone the litanies of army, beseech whatever galactic gods you may choose to serve for their blessings, and prepare to storm forward onto the blazing battlefields of the 31st millennia. Alright guys, that's the opening section of the book, and that's where we're gonna stop tonight. So I hope you are all ready to get to work. Alright guys, so let's kind of just take a little look at the Lictor before we move on. So where are we at? There's a couple things I want to do. It's coming together really nicely. Okay, this is on here, right? So we're going to put on 15. Number 15 is what we're going to do. We're not going to do a lot with the Lictor tonight. We're just going to put a couple pieces on, guys. A couple pieces on. And then we're going to get back to it. All right. So, I see it. 15 is right here. Not entirely. Oh, I see how it gets mounted. I see how this is going to get mounted now. Onto the. Let's clean it up a little bit, guys. Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. Clean it up. I believe these are wires. I don't think those are they wires? They are wires. They are meant to be wires. You do not click them off. I think that's everything. Alright. And then I believe, yes. Okay. So, let me take a look here. I see it. Do I see it? Is it there? Okay, I see it. But the problem is, oh, I do see it. I do see the little part on. Oop, right there. Okay, we gotta be very careful. I do see it. Do I have it backwards? No, I do not have it back. I'm just trying to. There's a little part where this slips in here. It's gonna be a little tricky. I'm just trying to. Oh, okay. I think I got it. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue in here. A little bit of glue, guys, and then we're gonna get to glue. Actually, I'm gonna put it on the feet. I'm not gonna put it on the. We're gonna put it on the feet. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna try that again. See if I can get this. I see the little. Oh, I got. No, I had it. Right there. Yeah, we're gonna hold this for a minute, guys, because that is just a incredibly will fall off piece. Okay, guys. So I guess it's a good time to go through. So what is the subjects I want to talk about today? I didn't turn the page. So again, yeah, I'm reading through this book, and as we hold this, and I just saw the best. It's one of the best ideas in it. So, and I've heard many frame reigns, holding frame, paradigm shifts, the map. It's basically this, guys. You perceive the world a certain way. Okay, it's a certain narrative you follow. Okay, or as I like to put it, a certain narrative you worship. And that narrative, that map that you follow may not actually be correct. Okay? And the main thing you gotta do sometimes, or it might be correct, and maybe it's people are opposing you. Right? No, god damn it. This thing is gonna be difficult. I can just tell. How do I? Ooh, right there. There you go. Got it. Got a hold right there. Okay, let's take a look here. The map. Yeah. The map. So yeah, there's a way you see the world, a way you think the world should work, and sometimes the world doesn't behave that way. And the real power is the ability to change the map, right? To get a different map, to try a new map. Okay? Yeah, I probably can't see, but behind me there's a board, and it's kind of like a map. I look at it more like a schematic of things to do. Regardless, that board is, I guess you could say, my map. And if something on there is not working, I change my map, right? Change the map. And you can do this. The analogy he uses in the book, I really like it, is if you were in Chicago but had a map for Detroit, you would be pretty freaking lost. So sometimes you got to change the map. You gotta look at a problem, a situation in a particular way. Okay? And yeah, so sometimes though the trick is the opposite. Sometimes your map is correct and other people's maps are not great. Not good. Oh yeah, I got it, guys. I got it. Got it in there. Cool. We're gonna let you rest, buddy. I'm gonna let you rest. Oh, I'm afraid if I do that, it'll fall off. I'm gonna hold this for another. I'm gonna hold this another minute. I'm gonna hold this. So yeah, that's the other thing. Sometimes you gotta shift other people's maps. Okay, and that can be a little hard. And I believe, if I recall, like later in this book, he actually discusses how to do that, how to change somebody else's perspective. Okay, so it's a particular. Ooh, no. See, that's why I did not want to let it down. See, I knew that was gonna pop off. Hold it. So sometimes you gotta switch your map, and sometimes you gotta switch other people's maps, and that's the difficulty. That's the thing that a lot of you guys you gotta learn, right? So that's the map, and switching other people's map. Okay. Another thing he talks about is the ability to see people in their own uniqueness. And I understand this in both directions. Sometimes we want people to fit a particular social norm. You've probably heard it before. I wish such and such was like this. Right? I wish blank. That this person was blank. I wish this person was blank. Okay, well, that person isn't going to become blank. They're not going to become blank. And you gotta really appreciate people in their own uniqueness. And I've actually been on the receiving end. Why can't you be like this? Why can't you behave like this? Why can't you do this? Right? I've heard that a lot. And it actually causes resentment. When you do that to somebody, it causes resentment. Huge resentment. I'm going to put you down now. I think you should be tried. Good job, buddy. And that's why you gotta be careful. Alright, we're gonna, next thing, go back, we're gonna put this talent together. I always dry test. I always dry test stuff, guys. I always want to make sure I understand how it needs to go together before actually putting it like that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So, let's put a little bit of glue in here, my friends. And then I'm going to put that together. This Lictor is coming in together really nicely. Really nicely. I like it. Oops. Alright, let's put that in. So yeah, you gotta really look at people at their own uniqueness. No one is perfect. Everyone has their flaws, but everyone has a uniqueness that makes them special. You gotta appreciate that and understand that. J. Abram, or is it Abraham? I think it's Abram. He talks about a concept called preeminence. Okay, that's his business. He's a business teacher. But that's really what they're talking about. It is appreciating, you don't have to agree with them, but you have to appreciate the uniqueness of a person. You got to respect it, appreciate it. Like I said, you don't have to agree with it, but the appreciation of it is unique. And people can tell. People can tell when you're not. Okay? So this is a really powerful skill. This is probably the core principle. This is the core principle that I try to live by. It's called preeminence. Okay? And it's not only do you appreciate their uniqueness, but you also try to be that person's most trusted advisor. Okay? That's what I try to do. I kind of look at myself kind of like a wizard, like Gandalf the Grey. I try to be the people who I particularly enjoy. I try to be their most trusted advisor. I try to guide them. I try to counsel them, like Gandalf or Moses, if you want to take a biblical thing. That's the kind of approach that I take. Okay? So, I think this is where we're going to be done. Oops, what happened to my... Oh no, my little pen. One moment. Let me get that out. I think this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are going to say, we're going to let the Lictor dry, and we're going to start now on the Happy Hormagaunts. Right? We're going to put this next group together, and I actually have one moment. Let me get it out. We're not going to do all the Hormagaunts. We're just going to do a little bit of the Hormagaunts. I like to let things set, because I have the habit of waiting 45 minutes and breaking the piece off, because the glue has not fully dried yet. So we are going to let glue Hormagaunts for the rest of not the rest of the night. We're going to do some painting, but for a good while. One moment. Do you hear me? Am I live still? Gave me a weird message. Just want to make sure I am still good. Okay. Yeah, and gave me a little bit of a strange message. So let's kind of start working on this. Cool, right? Alright, we're going to do that. Good. Alright. We're not going to use those tonight. Another one here. Come on. Here tonight. Anything else in here? Alright, we are going to just do... What are we going to do wrong? Now, I remember the first time. Put the heads on before the arms. I learned that the last time. Put the heads on before the arms. Feel way painful. But we're gonna put the feet on first, right? And we're gonna do all the left side feet. And we'll just put them in my little. I got these marked out 1 through 10, so I keep track. And that's gonna be what we do tonight. That's gonna be our assembling, I guess. So what was I? The concept of pre-eminence. All right, just to show you, we're gonna do 1, 2, and then what it's gonna be it. All right, so we want 2. I'm sorry, 5, 2. I'm sorry, 5, 2. Which one's which? 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Here we go. This one's we'll put you to the side for now. So we want 5 and 2. Alright. So that's 5 right there. Let's get 5 out, and that's 2. So let's get these 2 out. 2 and 5. That's what we want. First thing first though is we gotta clean it, right? We gotta make sure our Hormagaunt is good. Okay, right? Make sure this is all clean. Make sure this is all clean. There we go. Cool. And then we want to do 5. We want to clean up 5. Oops. And we'll clean this up. Goes on the left side, right? So you just gotta make sure they all hook in there. Alright, I'm looking at this right? Make sure I'm looking at this right. There you go. That's how it goes. Alright, try test it. So let's get a little glue in there. Little glue. Oops. Cool. And we'll hold it. So yeah, the concept of preeminence. This is a big one for me. And it's basically you are like I say, Gandalf the Grey. It's the analogy I'm going to use. You are a person's most trusted advisor, and part of being preeminent, one of the main skill sets you gotta have is to appreciate their uniqueness. Appreciate their uniqueness. Probably shouldn't be stabbing a knife for it, guys. Let me put it that way. Sorry. Yeah, you gotta appreciate their uniqueness. Okay, that is the concept, the core concept of being preeminent. Okay, this is super important to me. This I battle with people all the time. I battle with people all the time. Because people talk about wanting to be or doing things in the best interest of their client. But the appreciating of a person's uniqueness is something that a lot of people have a hard time stomaching. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do, guys, is we need number 8, number 9. Number 8 and number 9. So we got 8 here. I'm not sure where 9's at, but we got 8 here, so let's get 8 out. Okay? So yes, being highly successful involves you being preeminent. Is basically what I got out of this book. And like I said, these concepts, it's kind of funny. These concepts are kind of universal. If you read enough people, they all talk about the same thing. They might use slightly different language, but they're mostly talking about the same thing. Okay, cool. So that's number 8, and I need number 9. That's 16. There's number 9 at. Oh, that's 10. 6. 21. 16. 9. 9 is right here. Alright, cool. Right? Let's clean it up a little bit. Let's clean it up. I gotta get the knife now. This is why I need the knife at. This is why I need my knife at. Actually, you should always cut the knife away from you guys, never towards you. Pro tip. Pro tip. Always fling the knife away from you. Never towards you. Never towards you. Especially never towards someone else, okay? Alright, so. What side is this? This is. You gotta make sure, because sometimes I am known to put this shit backwards, guys. Is that the right side then? Think we could do the right side? Am I looking at that right? It's not this side, right? Oh, no, it's not that side. Yeah, that's this side. Sometimes I look at this shit. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Try to fix it. Let's do it. Okay. So. And we'll put you in. So, right. And again, affirm, enjoy, and value people. That's again preeminence. So he's really talking about the act of preeminence. Like, yeah, okay. So, that's basically, if I was to, and I've not read gotten through the first chapter yet, but the two big things he's talking about is being preeminent, which means you appreciate, you value, you enjoy, you affirm people's uniquenesses. That's what being preeminent is about. You do this. You do this constantly. And you do this so that you can be an effective advisor, okay? That is the goal. That's the dream. That's what you're trying to accomplish, okay? And you don't want to manipulate people into changing. Okay? You don't want to manipulate them into a particular social mode, okay? What's the next one? The next one is number 3, and for number 3, I need number 14 and number 15. 14 and 15. So, being preeminent and being Being pre at 14? Yep, I saw it. Wait, I just saw 14. I see it. God, is that? I can't. $14. Alright, I got the 14 right here. Now, he talks about people who are preeminent glow. I have not found that to be the case. Let me explain. I have found the glow. Let me talk about what the glow is. Sometimes you will meet somebody and your natural reaction is, man, they glow. Okay, they glow. And when you, it's difficult to say. What you're really trying to say about them is that person that person feels good about themselves. That person has a certain type of vibe. That person has the glow. It's called the glow. Okay, and the glow. Let me rephrase it. It does come from preeminence, but it's not. I glow because I have a preeminence towards myself. That's basically what I'm trying to get at, right? And the glow is magnetic, guys. People, both good and bad, will be attracted to you because you glow. Okay. One moment. I need to find number 15. Before I get distracted now, let me find it here. 28, 21, 16. Where I see it, 15. 15 is right here, guys. Right here, right? Yep. Got the little rock on his foot. That's it. Let me cut that out, and then we'll continue on, right? So, I want to make sure I'm not cutting. Sometimes I accidentally cut shit I shouldn't. So, yes, the glow. The glow is a thing, guys. The glow is a real thing. It's a real thing. Now, and I feel like I glow most when I get out of the gym. Now, some people might say that's the pump. Pump is because you've worked out. Blood is moving into your muscles, so they make them look bigger. But that's not. I don't think that's accurate. I think they're two separate things. I think hormonally, because the blood is doing that, it makes you glow. But I don't think the glow is the pump. Does that make sense? I think you can get a glow from a pump, but I don't think the pump is the glow. If that makes sense, right? It's a way to achieve it, but it's not the only way to achieve it. Example. You just had a really successful date with a girl you like, you might glow. You just made $1 million deal, you might glow, right? These are things. It's really, I think, really good positive. When something very good happens to you, you glow, right? And if you do a lot of good positive things for yourself, you will continually glow. But there is a danger to glowing. There is a danger to glowing, and we're going to kind of talk about that. By the way, this guy's coming right. Okay, one moment. And I'm going to talk about the danger of glow after we get number 4 snipped out here. Okay, so number 4, ladies and gentlemen, number 4 We're going to need, it's right here, we're going to need number 20 and number 22. So 20 and 22. Well, I got 20. 20's right here. Right here. Okay, let's clean this up and then we'll talk about the dangers of glow. We're going to talk about the dangers of glow. Oh no, my dog's being loud. Buddy, what's he doing? Hello, little doggy. One moment. I'm 22. I need 22. Right here. 22 is right here. So. Moment. That's it, right there. Yeah, dry run. Always dry run this, guys. Always dry run it. Okay? So. Alright, we're gonna hold this. So glow. What's the danger of the glow? Okay. So. It's gonna be hard. I'm gonna use the fire metaphor. Fire, people find attractive, right? People are attracted to you, right? Sometimes they're good people. But you know what else attracts fire? Or light, I should say? Insects. Parasites. This too can be attracted to the light. Okay? So your attraction, your glow, the glow you have, can attract both good people and bad people. I'm gonna be honest. 80% of them are gonna be bad people. 80% of the people that are attracted into your life are not gonna be good for you. And I'm not trying to put them down, okay? Because the key is you gotta help them change their paradigm, give them a new map. But 20% of those people will never attempt it. They are going to just want to take. So for the bottom 20% of people, you got to cut them out of your life. Because the preeminent thing to do for yourself is to cut them out. That is the best thing you can do for yourself. And probably them too. Because like insects to a fire, they will get burned. Okay? So there is a danger to it. Sometimes I say monsters aren't afraid of the glow. Monsters are not afraid of the light. They are attracted to it. They want to feed on it. So you sometimes have to battle with monsters. So if you really want to glow, in life, you got to be prepared to fight the monsters. You got to be. You can't have it both ways. Because the brighter you glow, the more they're going to be attracted to you. So the next thing, guys, before we continue on, is we're going to need 26, which is the torso, and then 28. Okay, so we got 26. Okay, let's clean this guy up before I get the 28 out. Always clean it up, especially before you prime. Really before you do anything else. Always clean it up, guys. So, we got big chunk of plastic. Just on the top. I got that off. All clean. Cool. And I want 28. Cool. Let's clean this bottom off a little bit. Clean it off. Good, good, good. How's this going? It's going good. It's going good, guys. We'll go back to our discussions. This one out. Just want to make sure everyone here is listening. Hope we are. Hope everyone's fine. Okay, so, let's dry test this. Right there. Right there. Right there. Cool. Okay. And let's do a little bit of gluing. And we'll not take a break. We'll just kind of review the things I've talked about tonight, right? Hold that together. All right. Oh, this is a cool one. It's kind of going to. This is about. I'm gonna tell you how you can see somebody's map. Okay, but when I say see somebody's map, guys, it means their perception, the paradigm, their interacting with the world with. So, example, I talk about being preeminent, glow, right? But how do you? But I'm telling you that. How do you? Let's say someone's not self-aware of the map, not even self-aware of the map concept, right? Let's say somebody has no idea anything I'm fucking talking about right now. So how do you know that the map somebody is using in their life? How do you know it? Like, how do you see it? And this is a hard tool to describe. But when he said it, when I read it, I instantly knew what he was talking about. So sometimes we use the word projection. Projection is probably a better way to look at this. You project onto other people the way you see the world. So let me give you an example. Such and such did X because of Y. And that's a bad example. So when somebody does an action, okay, maybe like let me give you an example. Somebody, let's say you somebody called you at 2 in the morning. Somebody of the opposite sex, but didn't leave a message, and the first thing you think is they wanted a booty call, right? Now, you're only making that assumption because if you were to call somebody at 2 in the morning, that's what you believe. That's how you believe you would be doing. Like you prescribed your own justification onto a particular action. Well, if I did that action, when you say a person did this action because of Y, the Y says a lot more about you than the other person. Okay, so seeing other people's maps, you really have to you really need to listen to um, um, what they say. Like this goes back to the first one of the first episode. I talked about the one of the things, one of the most powerful tools you can possess is listening. And the reason it's one of the most powerful tools that you can possess is you can't hear you don't see somebody's map, you hear it, they speak it. So at any time you just gotta listen to how people talk about other people, right? He did X because of Y. Well, no. I mean, maybe he's right. I'm not saying they're wrong, but the real thing is the Y says why they would do X in that particular situation. That's how you see people's maps. You gotta listen to the way they describe the world. Okay. All right, we're gonna do number 6. If I get too far off topic. Number 6, I need number 32 and 34. Okay, where's 32? 32 is right here, guys. So let's cut that out, clean it up, and then we'll find the next one. Cool, right? Alright, so that's 32. And now I need 34. This is 34 right here, guys. Right? Yes. Yes, it even looks like the picture. Just alright. Let's clean it up a little bit, and then we will dry test it, and then we will glue it. Pretty good. Let's dry test it, make sure I understand this. Cool, that's it. And let's pop this in. A little glue, guys. Oops, I'm sorry. Let me get this out of the way. So bad. And then hold it. So we've talked about the map, we've talked about the glow, and we've talked about being preeminent. And that's a lot, guys. That's a lot. If you to do those 3, to glow, well, first you gotta be preeminent to yourself to glow, but to glow and to see other people's maps and to understand your own map and like, I'm trying to think about my own map, because sometimes the map is invisible to us. Our lens is invisible. It's hard to see how we see the world. We're not always self-aware. So let me. I got a perfect example. So I believe in I believe in divine. Not perception, divine providence, right? We said that yesterday. That's how I view the world. There is such a thing as divine providence, okay? But even if I didn't say that outright, you could almost get that from me if you listen to the metaphors the similes, the type of language I use. It's very mythical, it's very mystical, it's very religious and almost magical. I use that type of language, that type of imagery, and that kind of reveals very enchanting language, and that kind of reveals the type of map I'm using. At least the, I guess you could say, the colors. I'm trying to think of next time I try to describe, I try to justify or project. I'm gonna write it down. I'm writing down my book. It's kind of hard. I'm trying to think of because usually when people ask me why I think other people did something, I try to really think of how that other person talks. And when that person talks, that's how I kind of do it. So it's kind of hard. So I'm doing like an extra step. So I got it. I always, people sometimes let me put it on it. So sometimes I think clients are going to say no to a proposal. One moment. So we need blend number 7, right? So number 7, I need a 38. I need 38, and we'll go with 39. So 38, 39. Yeah, and here is 38. Yeah. Sometimes clients don't immediately get back to me, and I begin to think that it's a no. I actually get a lot more projects, and the reason I think it's a no usually is because if I personally did not reply to something right away, like if you ask me, hey, do you want to go grab a beer or something? Let's say you texted me Monday, you want to go grab a beer, Friday, right? And I don't reply to you right away. That's a no for me, right? That's a no. If I don't get back to you right away, it's a no. It's a no. Sometimes I'm busy and it's just not super important, but more often than not, it's a no. It is a no. Or I don't want to fuck with it, right? So when people don't get back to me right away, I think it's an automatic no. That's just me, right? So when I don't get back to you right away, it's a no. And when other people don't get back to me, I think it's a no. 39. But that's not always the case. That's not always true. More often it's not. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes that's the case. But that's just because that's how I operate in the world, right? That's how I perceive the world. Now, where did I see that? I just saw, 39. I gotta be careful. Which one is this 39? I believe 39 is that one. 39 is this one, guys. So, how am I doing on time? Holy shit, guys. I ain't even gonna get to the painting today. I am not even gonna get to the painting today, guys. I am taking way too long. I'm sorry. Time. I didn't even realize time had flown that quickly. So yeah, I might just get to the purple tonight. So that's how that's my map, right? You just gotta listen to people. Example, one of my relatives always talks about money. Always. They didn't do it because it's too expensive. They didn't do it because they did it because it's too cheap. But like, that's how they base the whole world, and they think everyone else bases the world like that. And when they, and that's how you know. Like what does somebody always talk about? That's their world. That's their map. Like I always talk about self-improvement. That's my world. Right? That is my world. Oops. No, I'm better not be out of I cannot believe. Oops, I cannot put any glue in there. I didn't think that was there. I cannot believe how much time has gone by. Shit, I did not realize. We are really behind. Not behind schedule. But anyways, guys, that is pick up the pace a little bit. I at least want to get the purple on. I'm probably not going to do the Avalanche Sunset. I'll probably have to change the episode's name. That is the that's how I perceive the world, right? That's how I see it. That's how I view it. That's how I breathe it, right? Self-improvement and like mythical, magical speaking. Not that I think there's. I don't think magic. I don't believe in like Harry Potter magic or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, come on, let's speed this up. We need to do number 8. So number 8 is number 44 and 46. 44 and 46. Jesus, I can't believe how quickly time is gone. Really wanted to get that, we're going to get that purple on. Trust me, I'm getting that purple on today. Okay, let's get that off. At least doing that. Oh, right there. I knew there was another little piece there. Clean, right there. Cool, right? So we got 44, I need 46. $40, $51, 40, yeah, 46. 46 is right here, guys. Boy, I can't believe how quickly time. I'm actually really glad I started these episodes. I did not. Hold on, I want to make sure I didn't accidentally kill my sound. This thing's sensitive. I would just sit here and talk, not even talk, because I didn't know what to talk about. That's why I thought it would be interesting if I just monologued a little bit about my day. Okay? Alright, let's see, is that, where did that go? Right there, that's the dry. Okay, cool. So, talked about a couple things. So, is there any cool things happening today? Well, yes, there's 2 things. Talk about glow. So, I've been really trying to build up my body since COVID. Really get into shape, really lose some weight. And I looked at myself in the mirror this morning and I was like, damn, I'm fucking hot. I'm fucking hot, okay? It just, I'm not trying to, I know that sounds vain, but like if you saw me coming out of COVID and you saw me now, you'd be like, yeah, he got hot. He got fucking hot, dude. Like I'm telling you, dude, weightlifting is like the cheat code to life. It really is. I can't think of I really just cannot think of anything else that comes close to it. I really can't. Okay? It is the cheat code of life. Okay, that is 8, okay? So we want 9. 9 is 50 and 51. It's the cheat code of life. I swear to God it is. If you're not working out, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. I really don't. It's the most amazing thing ever. The results are just so amazing. Like, I always worked out, but this year I really, like, I'm gonna go hard. I mean, I'm gonna go fucking hard. And you know what? It's just fucking, it's not even the same person, guys. It's fucking incredible. Really. Fucking incredible. Okay? Probably the best thing, again, a little bit of vanity. Is the attention from the opposite sex. I mean, it's just a cheat code, guys. It's just a fucking cheat code. I can't even describe it, man. The greatest cheat code ever. I don't even have to. You don't even need to talk good game. You really don't. And I want to say this. Even a guy, I think someone said this and it's so true. Even a guy with the worst fucking genetics ever will look better than someone with phenomenal genetics who doesn't even live. Okay, and trust me, like, what is it, like? I'm gonna say 20% of the population goes to the. I don't even think it's that high. I think it's 5%. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's 5%. It's not very high. Like, I mean, twice a week, at least twice a week, weightlifting. I think it's like 5%. I thought I read. 51. I need 51. I believe 51 is this one right here. So let's get it out. Right, looks like it is. It's the fucking cheat code. It's the fucking cheat code. It's the cheat code of life. Okay. And, you know, I kind of watched a video on, like, free weights, barbell, machines. I do them all. I fucking do them all. I love them all. They're amazing. I do them all. I don't think one's better. Some things I like better with the machine. I use cables. I like it all. I do. It's just fun. It's just fucking fun. I did not realize how much time I was using on this. That's fine. That's fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, okay, and then we're gonna do 9. Alright, so last thing we're doing, I'm sorry, number 10. Number 10 is 56 and 56 and 58. Yeah. Fucking incredible. Working out is the cheat code for life. Not even lying. I'll live everyone I know, too. That part actually makes me sad. I'm probably gonna outlive everyone I know. That part makes me really sad. What do I need? 58. I need 58. 40, 57, 58. 58 is right here in this corner. Cut that, get that off the extra, a little bit off the feet. Oops, come on, baby. Do it this way then. There we go. what I tested before we put it on. It goes like, no, it goes like that. Yeah, okay, and then we'll put a glue on it, and then it should be, oops. Should be it. Boy, these Hormagaunts are coming along nicely, guys, real nicely. Phenomenal. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Man, this was almost an all gluing session. I wasn't playing on that. Hormagaunt, good. Good, good, good. And we're gonna put you at number 10, and that is the Hormagaunts for the night. So let's put this away before I lose this stuff. Where did I do that box? Box look. You know what, I'm gonna. No, we're gonna put this back. I don't want this getting mixed up here. This all be all. Alright, so let's kinda finish it off. I was gonna do some this tonight, but I don't think I have enough time to really get into it. Okay, I don't think I have the time. I totally misread this, okay? So we're gonna just do a little purple. I wanna do a little purple right here on this whip gun thing. Right, that's kinda what I wanna do. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little bit of purple right there, right? Be nice and fine. Alright. A little bit of purple. Just a little bit. This is very close to black, and I made the whip a little bit purple, so I thought this should be purple too, right? Close to black, but you wouldn't be able to tell. I'm gonna try to. Do our best. A little bit of purple, a little bit of purple. I gotta be careful. Some of this is not. It's very close to black. It's very close to black. I thought this was the hand, which is black, and it meets the blue of the whip, and that's why I thought it should be purple, not black, not straight up black. Very nice. This guy's coming on. Very nice. Now I'll get the rest of the black tomorrow. I go black over it. What's the... I want the black on these fingers right there. It's a little ugly, but I'm gonna get it. Okay, I gotta get the bottom here. Okay, right on the bottom here. And the rest of that will be black, which I'll probably do tomorrow. Put that right there, because that's part of the whip. Put that right there, because that's part of the whip. Stab at the whip. Alright, that looks good. That looks really good. We are... I think we're gonna have to do black tomorrow. I'm gonna add to this guy, so Shyish Purple. Alright. There we go. Alright, is there anything else I want to paint purple? Is there anything else I need to get purple? How are my guys doing? How are my little dread lines doing? They're pretty good. It's my little buddy, one more. My dog is outside the room. Let me grab him. Let me grab my buddy. Come here, bud. I heard you. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I got you, little buddy. Yeah. Oh. Look at you. I know. Littlest dog in the world. Come on, buddy. Yeah, you want on the bed? Yeah, you want on the bed? There you go. There you go, little bud. Take it. Whatever spot you want. Alright. So let's kind of do some review, guys. Let's kind of look at what we talked about today. Right? We talked about the concept of being preeminent. Okay, we talked about that. It's a very hard concept for some people to grasp. It's basically being preeminent is you affirm, enjoy, and value other people for their own uniqueness, okay? And you do this so you can be the most trusted advisor, okay? And this is super important. This is a huge skill to have. And then to get the glow, when people say you glow, you need to be preeminent towards yourself, okay? That's where the glow, in my opinion, that's where the glow comes from. And then the last thing, now there is a danger to the glow. We talked about that. The glow will attract all sorts of people into your life. It's going to attract wonderful people, and it's going to attract monsters, okay? And you got to be ready to battle the monsters, okay? So that's the glow. And the last thing we talked about was the map. And the map is how people perceive the world. And that if you listen to them, they will tell you how they perceive the world. They will do it through the way what they always bring up. The subjects they always bring up tells you how they see the world. And the what was the term I used earlier? The projections they put on people tell you how they see the world. If anyone ever says, if anyone ever prescribes a motivation to something, to somebody else's actions, that motivation, that prescription is about them. That's it. That's the God honest truth. So Again, these are really powerful ideas, guys. These are phenomenally powerful ideas. And it is oops, not, it's just a lot for some people. It is a lot, it's a lot. It is a lot. You know, I might cheat a little bit. Actually, I'm going to use the orange. I really want to see if I can get this black out quickly. Okay? It doesn't really count as painting. Just want to see if we can get. Get this paint out of it. Because I hit it with black and I didn't mean to. I want to see. Can I get that out? Oh, yeah, good. Oh, beautiful. Good. That is a relief. That is a relief. Is there any other spots? We're going to touch up the timer. There's a couple spots. I fat fingered it and got black on it, and I didn't know if I could get it off. But I can't get it off, guys. Oh my god, it looks great. Cool. I can do it. It can be done. Can be done. Oh my goodness gracious. Awesome, awesome. I did not know that. I thought I might be in trouble. Oh goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Yep. Okay, we're gonna have to, okay. That is, I'm not gonna redo the whole thing. I still got a lot of black. I might do this a little bit more later. At least I know I can get off the black if I have to. That is a huge relief. A huge relief. Huge relief. Okay. Cool. And I think tomorrow we're gonna have to double it, guys. We're gonna have to like. Actually, I know what I would do. I'm gonna continue on. Nah, we're not gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. What should I do tomorrow for colors? These aren't all prime bits. I don't want to do that. Will I have enough time tomorrow? I don't know. But I think that's going to be it, guys. So tomorrow, let's kind of discuss. Well, let's look what we did today. Today, we got a bunch of Hormagaunts started putting together. And we got a little bit of purple I wanted on this guy. How's this guy look? We're going to fill the rest of that in with black. How did that happen? No, get off that. No, you get off that shit. I don't even know. I'm fucking fat fingered. Son of a bitch. Alright. And then tomorrow we're gonna fill in. I think tomorrow we're gonna do black. We're gonna try to fill in the last of this guy. We're gonna try to have this guy. I really need to do some blues though. Shit. Yeah, there's some blue I gotta do on this guy first before I finish up the black. Maybe I'll do. I think that's what we're gonna do tomorrow, guys. We're gonna do some blue, just to touch up on that, and we're gonna continue on the Hormagaunts, right? So that will be tomorrow's. That'll be. We're gonna get the blue out now. That'll be tomorrow's objective. Get that blue in. Really get that blue in. Really get that blue in. And then continue on the Hormagaunts, and we'll continue talking about. We're going to continue talking about this book and trying to press forward with it. But anyways, guys, that is what we got for the night. I'm pretty much done. So I will see you guys on the next live stream.